Hey, it's Clay, CPAP My Way, CPAPMyWay.com. Wanted to shoot a quick video today on how to hook up this SoClean in a generic fashion to any CPAP. So often somebody gets a new CPAP or a CPAP for the first time and they're wondering which adapter to use for the SoClean. And so I wanted to show you their generic, standard, universal adapter that will work on any CPAP and show you how to hook it up real quick. So I'll also put a note in here. You should do your own homework as to whether or not the SoClean is a good idea for you or for your CPAP. We've got a good blog on that. I'll put a link down below. I'll also put a link to the step-by-step blog for hooking this up and the parts you would need to hook it up in the description as well. So sorry, I didn't mean to skip that over. Hit us with a thumbs up if you like the content. Subscribe for more content. Let's get right in. Your SoClean will come with a specific little adapter in the box with it. Most people are also getting maybe a specific adapter for their CPAP that will integrate into the CPAP if you have heated tubing or whatever else. But it always comes with this little adapter here too. I call it the universal adapter. It's got a little injection tube coming out of the middle there and a little nipple on top. Male connection here, female 22 millimeter on this side. This will allow you to connect the SoClean to any CPAP. So I've got 3 of them here. I'm going to show you real quick on all of them and finish up with the Dream Station. I'm going to show you an important part about that one. But for instance, this is the Luna 2 here. On the back of that Luna 2 is your standard connection for your tubing, right? So this is where your CPAP tubing hooks up. And then obviously on the other end of your CPAP tubing is your mask, right? So to hook up this standard universal connector, what you have to do first is unplug your tube. And then you're going to put this connector on there. But you'll notice this long injection tube isn't going to allow you to connect in there easy. So for this particular model, and for most, I really recommend just yank that little injection tube off of the inside nipple there. And that'll allow you to connect right on there. And then allow you to connect your tube right onto the other side. Then you're going to come back over here to your SoClean. And it will have the long injection tube, which has the little backflow deal there. And you're going to take that and plug it right onto that nipple so that you've got the full-blown connection. And then all you have to do going forward is, drop your mask into the SoClean. You may already be familiar with this, and run the SoClean, and it'll do its deal, and it's fully integrated. You'll never have to connect anything going forward. It's slightly different, obviously, over here on the iBreeze, but it's the same setup, right? So your tube will be connected to the back of the iBreeze. All you'd have to do is take that loose. Again, I went ahead and pulled the injection tube off the inside of there. You can also trim it if you can't get it off easily. You could cut it there very easily. Plug it on there, tubing on the other side. You're ready to rock and roll. On the Dream Station is where we're going to run into a little bit of an issue, and I just want to point this out because a lot of CPAPs have an available heated tubing. So this is the standard Dream Station heated tubing, and we know it's a heated tube because it's got these little electrodes here that plug in to the Dream Station. They do make a specific adapter that has those little electrodes, and they'll plug in right there and allow you to plug this in here. However, if you do not have that available, or just for the sake of demonstrating it for you here, the universal connection will work on here, but it will not allow you to connect the heated tube. So what you have to do in this scenario is obviously grab your injection tube. And I'm also showing you this because a lot of the new models don't have adapters yet. So for instance, like the AirSense 11 doesn't have an adapter to date. You would have to use this universal adapter in standard tubing. So the first thing you got to do is give up on your heated tubing if you can't get an adapter for the heated tubing. In this scenario, you could actually trim your injection tube so that it goes down into the humidifier on the Dream Station here. For most models, I think it's best just to remove that injection tube. You'll plug it on there, and then now, of course, instead of your heated tube, which has the prongs, you're going to have to switch over to a standard tube. This happens to be a slim version. But then you'll plug it on there, hook up your mask to the other end, and it will work just fine. So for a lot of models, it's no big deal because they don't even have heated tubing available, for instance, on like the Luna 2 or the iBreeze. But on some of the newer models that have heated tubes, there's not adapters yet. So if you're bound and determined to use your SoClean on the CPAP, this is a way that you can do that. So as always, thumbs up if you liked it. We really appreciate that. Comment with any questions or additions below. All the links are in the description, so reference those. Thanks for watching.